Mexico, a country full of history, culture, and diversity, but behind its beauty and wealth lies an educational system that faces numerous challenges.
From the colorful classroom in rural communities to the bustling schools in cities, education is the foundation upon which the dreams and aspirations of millions of Mexicans are built. However, the path to educational excellence is not easy. Classes are not what is expected due to the various issues, including internal and external context, undertrained teachers, unmotivated children, and absent parents.
In a country where geography can be a challenge, many students face difficulties in accessing education, from long walks to remote schools to the lack of resources and basic services. The educational gap persists in various regions.
Education in Mexico is a fundamental pillar for the progress of society. Through this documentary, we will discover what we observed in different schools during the past semester, addressing our concerns and admirations for different aspects within the La Nueva Escuela Mexicana.
According to Article 3 of La Constitución Mexicana, education is a right and not a privilege. One of the main objectives of educational reform is to ensure that education is secular, free, of quality, and inclusive, guaranteeing that all children and young people receive meaningful, relevant, and useful learning and knowledge for life.
However, in Mexico, over 4 million children and adolescents do not attend school, while an additional 600,000 are at risk of dropping out due to various factors such as lack of resources, distance from schools, and violence. Furthermore, the children who go to school have low academic performance in the subjects taught in compulsory basic education. For this reason, La Nueva Escuela Mexicana emerges.
In terms of class planning, it refers to the format where we can see the different components of a class and how they will be applied. It also contains important information about the group to whom the class will be delivered. The highlighted information about the group includes their level, class duration, and the specific group targeted for the class.
Within a class plan, we can also find details such as the main aim, subsidiary aim, personal aim, anticipated problems and solutions. These points indicate areas where improvement or increased knowledge is expected. The different parts of the class include leading, pre-teaching, teaching, practice, feedback, and more, which all contribute to the development of the class.
El inglés no es una prioridad. Incluso comprar un libro a veces no es opción, por lo mismo de la situación económica. Están súper ambiciosos, no me parecen realistas. Yo escogí esta escuela solamente porque estaba más cerca que las demás.
Tomen un poco en cuenta la inteligencia emocional de los niños.
Soy director, subdirector, secretaria, a veces conserje, a veces maestro de grupo. Principal sería que se aminore, ¿sí?, el rezago educativo. Porque sí me las mandaron a la Secretaría de Educación Pública, ¿no? Yo no las pedí. Si yo las pidiera, otra cosa. Sí. Primero que los papás tengan bien conscientes que la escuela es para enseñar matemáticas, español, ciencias naturales y ciencias sociales. Nada más lo único que tenemos es que reforzar los valores. La educación viene en casa.
Time has passed and we have been able to observe and analyze different aspects that have shaped our journey in the field of education.
During the observation period, we noticed significant problems that are affecting schools. Starting from the classrooms, teachers seem to lack control over the students and show little interest in monitoring them during classes. The classes become tedious, with the teacher being the center of attention rather than promoting students' engagement. Students with different abilities who require special attention are neglected, the multiple intelligence are overlooked, and there is severe lack of materials for the classes.
In addition to that, within the institutions, the furniture is in poor condition. There is a staff, including teachers, who lack sufficient training. There is insufficient personnel and other problems that corrupt the interior and exterior context of the students, which affects their learning process.
As aspiring teachers, we now understand that English classes need to have a communicative approach, which can be achieved through constructivism. Piaget and Vygotsky emphasized the importance of social development in the learning of a new language. However, change can be complicated and time-consuming. Until now, behaviorism, a theory based on stimulus-response relationships, has been predominant, resulting in students not experiencing meaningful learning and relying solely on memorization.
The educational gap in Mexico is a significant problem. Mexico is a country of traditions, a country where changing things is difficult, and resources often do not provide the possibilities for change to occur. We need to understand that learning a new language should focus on communication, and the easiest way to achieve this goal is through a constructivism approach. We need to reconstruct education, starting from the root idea that the teachers should not be the main characters in the classroom.
We must stop seeing students as receptacles to be filled with knowledge and move away from memorization, prioritizing understanding, reflection, and communication, which will lead us to create an effective learning process.
Classes should not be focused on the blackboard. Nowadays, there are numerous resources that help us engage students. As future teachers and agents of change, we cannot limit ourselves by being unaware of these new resources. We must not be blinded by the idea that a song, a game, or technology which can have significant impact on students are unnecessary or irrelevant resources.
As future teachers, we have the opportunity and responsibility to make improvements in our students' education.
It will be essential to make efforts to improve the educational system, teacher training, the design of appropriate materials, and the commitment of teachers who, through innovative strategies, help their students overcome obstacles and achieve their goals.
We need to become aware from a humanistic perspective that it is important to educate while recognizing the needs of each student. Nowadays, comprehensive education is a primary objective of educational institutions and is based on the humanistic premise that the students should be at the center of education.
However, our system shows little commitment of fulfilling this goal. While in theory all actions of the different educational agents should converge toward the well-being of a student, reality shows a marked lack of interest caused by a lack of professional commitment and responsibility from all those who in theory should contribute to the improvement of national education.